So I'm in the kitchen today, and because I'm so excited and so flattered and pleased, really, that HelloFresh have asked me to work with them, and so they've sponsored this video. So I'm very grateful for that. And I've never actually used HelloFresh myself, but when my sister was poorly, had a hip replacement, I went up to kind of help her out, and she used his HelloFresh, and I did use it then, and I was very impressed. But I've always kind of really thought, well, you know, I don't need that. But I'll tell you the truth, after 45 years of married life and cooking every single day, virtually, I'm kind of really bored with it and kind of out of ideas too. So when they approached me and said, would I like to work with them, I was absolutely delighted. I'm not going to lie. I'm also delighted because you get 60% off your first box and 25% off any further the next 2 months. You're spoilt for choice. Honestly, I spent ages choosing the meals that I've chosen, and I wanted to do something that I don't do every day, because really for me that's what it's about. It's the convenience. The app is fantastic. The fact that there's no waste whatsoever. I mean, you know, I've told you before, I'm one of 6 children, so I'm used to cooking for large numbers. And sometimes it's very, you know, we have to keep eating the same thing because I've made so much of it. So today I am doing roasted salmon and Thai green style curry with tender stem broccoli and pak choy. And the novelty of this is so fabulous in as much as everything is here that I need. So I've got the salmon, the rice, the Thai paste, the pak choy, which I've actually never cooked, tender stem broccoli, lime, and coconut cream. So I will be getting on with that very shortly. It's very, very straightforward. You've got your recipe card here, which obviously you can keep. The number is here, and that will be on the bag that's got all the vegetables in. It all arrives to your door in one of these boxes, and it's got ice packs in there. I wasn't actually in when it arrived, and it was still nicely chilled when I got it out. Put it all in the fridge, and so you can just check that you've got everything you need. There's a couple of little pantry items, and it's just water and some sugar for this particular recipe. And what I would say is, particularly, I mean, I know most of you cook, but for those that don't, I would just read the recipe first. I wouldn't just go in and sort of do number 1, then do number 2. Just read the whole recipe, and that way you get a feel for what you need to do and what utensils and so on that you need. And that's what it should look like. So I'm going to crack on with that, and I'll show you the finished article. I'm really rather excited. It feels like, you know, like I'm a TV chef, having all my ingredients ready like this. So cute, isn't it? I've never seen a little tin like that of sauce, and just the right amount of jasmine rice. The other thing I would say is that it's good for portion control, because I think we probably eat too much in this house anyway. Again, I think from coming from a large family, you know, you're used to just cooking large amounts, really. So yeah, I'm really excited about this. So let's see how it goes. While that's cooking, I mean, I haven't got a lot of time, but the salmon takes about 10-15 minutes, I think, and the Thai sauce, coconut sauce, has to just it's all flicking up, has to thicken up and cook the vegetables. I had a quick shop in B&M, so I just thought I'd show you what I bought if you're interested while I'm waiting. So first thing I got was these cake loaf tin liners. I always use these. I just find them so convenient, and I think they help to keep the cake fresh too. So they were £2 for 20, which I quite like. Now this is just silly. I bought this little tiny cake tin. This was £2 as well. My next door neighbour is widowed, he's quite elderly now, And so I'm going to be knocking up a loaf cake shortly. So I thought I'd just put another kind of 3 ounces of mixture in, you know, like three flour, 3 sugar, probably just another egg, and 3 margarine, baking fat, and then that'll be enough to just make him a little cake of the same mixture. Always looking for storage solutions. So I kind of got this is for my dressing table, I should say that. So I've kind of got, like, my drawer is organised with the, you know, the eyeshadows and all of that is all divided up in the drawer. But then I tend to have the stuff that I use every day is just on the top. And it's just such a muddle. So I got these. Now, I mean, Rob gets cross with me because I'm forever buying solutions. I think the solution is to get rid of some stuff, but I thought I'd give these a go. These were £2.50, and I thought they're quite a good size and they're stackable. So I thought if I put 3 of these with, you know, I got these kind of big ones. I was umming and ahhing for ages. Then I thought if I get 3 of these, which I have bought 3 of these, isn't it? That one stacks on top quite neatly. I was struggling with it the other way. Anyway, whatever. I thought if I put the stuff that I use every day in here and just have that at the back of my dressing table, and I can kind of put them down side by side while I'm doing it, like my brushes and foundations and all of that stuff, put them in their various categories. So like face, eyes, and brushes, really. That's the plan. I hope it works. But I'll find a use for them somewhere. They're £2.50 each, so that was £7.50, which is quite a lot of, God, if they ever stack properly. So that's a good start, isn't it? I can't get them to stack. Oh, there. Patience. The virtue I still don't have. What else did I get? Oh, really exciting. These loo fizzers. When I've cleaned the whole bathroom, I like to just sling one of these down the toilet and it just fizzes up and kind of gives it like a final fresh clean. There's 8 in here. I know you can do the same thing with bicarbonate of soda or baking powder, but you know, these are just easier. What else? Oh, I got a couple of little bits for the kids because the weather's so nice. I thought if we go down to the sea. So there's this little splash dish. So obviously it fills up with water and they can play catch with this or at a swimming pool or anything. That was £2.50. So that's quite nice. Voice is still weird. And this is called a skimmer ball. So I'll take that on holiday with us as well. Play with that. And then I find these very useful, these little A5 wallets, you know, if you're traveling or you just need to keep tickets safe or something. I mean, again, I'm all about the organisation. I just need to get rid of some stuff. It would be a lot easier. I'm building up to it. That's what I asked for Rob for my birthday, actually, was would he help me do my wardrobe. So the weather's been too nice. I know that he won't do it when the weather's nice. So yeah, it was my birthday week before last now. It was pretty rubbish, to be honest. But, you know, I'm getting old now, what do I expect? And then I got Rob this brain games word search and crossword puzzle because he loves crosswords and he loves word search. We don't buy a newspaper anymore and he doesn't really do stuff online, so I just thought £2.50. Keep his brain active. I hate crosswords and stuff like that. I'm absolutely useless. He loves Sudoku and everything. And then I just got some sweets for the children. Well, Rob loves sweets as well. just a couple of packets of sweets for any long journeys. I just keep them in the cupboard, and then, you know, if you go to the cinema or something, because I don't want to pay their prices. And then finally, I know it's not very exciting, I'm just showing you, B&M is a bit like Home Bargains, but there's one down on a retail park place, and it's never that busy. And then I got this. I just thought it was a lovely pot. £5 scented candle, passion fruit paradise. I just really like the colour of the pot, so I'll just put that on the dining table when there's no flowers on there. And yeah, these stickers come off really easily. I really hate these stickers. You know that one? Oh, that's handy though. It's got a tiny little chip. Never mind. Nobody will see it. I can't bother to go back. You know that one I got from Primark for the whatchamacallit, Bridgerton tea party. I still haven't organised, honestly. I've been so busy. But anyhow, I just thought while I'm waiting for the meal to cook, I'd share my purchases with you. Wish me luck with this lot. I'll get those taken off, and once I've cooked the salmon, I'm going to knock up. I think I'll do a sultana and apple cake, and make a little one for my next door neighbour. Isn't that cute? I am such a twit for little things like that, cake tins and notebooks and anything like that. I don't know why. A bit dark. Anyway, I will show you the finished article. I'm thinking I'm going to do that on a regular basis, you know, because if I sort of do 3 meals a week of HelloFresh, I can usually sort of fill around that with freezer, or if we're not in, or whatever, you know. So yeah, I'll see how it goes. I think it's quite economical because you don't waste anything or give it away. You know, quite often I'll just make extra and give it to Katie. Well, why am I doing that? So anyway, right, so this is the finished article. The lime zest through the rice, lovely piece of roasted salmon, Thai green curry sauce with broccoli and pak choy, wedge of lime to squeeze over. There's actually loads. It doesn't look like that much when you start, but it's just, well, I've given Rob actually more because there's so much. And I actually cooked, it says to cook the rice in the oven. I cooked it in my air fryer, and no reason why not. Just because they tell you something, you can still use your own sense. So I say that's a pretty good representation. Rob, dinner's ready. Here. This is our first HelloFresh meal. Enjoy.
Thank you very much.
It's brilliant. I love it. I think they've got a convert. I know I've mentioned this before, but as I was doing it, I was doing a bit of cooking on camera, so I just thought I would show you this little hack, practical tip, I don't know what you want to call it. So I've got this large pot of double cream here, and I had intended to make strawberry shortbread, but I didn't get around to it. So it's just coming up to his sell-by date. Now, obviously, I've got no use for it right now, but also, equally, I don't want to throw it away. So I always do this with any leftover cream, it's particularly, you know, whipped cream. Everything else here is for the cake I'm going to make next. So all I'm going to do is whip this till it's, you know, forms like a body, whipped cream. Won't take long. You can't freeze this, but once it's whipped, you can freeze it. I don't know why that is. There's obviously some scientific reason for that, but yeah, I will stop the camera because really you don't need to see this, and then I'll start it when it gets to the right consistency. So that's the whipped cream, just to that kind of consistency. You don't want to over whip it, but it's fairly thickly whipped. Try and clear off the beaters without covering myself in whipped cream. Then all I'm going to do is I've got a couple of IKEA freezer bags here, and I might need more than two. I don't know, actually I might not even need to. And the beauty of this is, I'll show you, is that I will freeze this flat. Now I might as well just get this all in here. And the thing is, I'm actually going to go on and make a cake in the same bowl. This doesn't need washing out because it's just cream, and I'm making a sponge cake. These silicone spatulas get nearly everything out anyway, much to my grandchildren's disgust because they like licking the bowl. So that's the bag of cream. Obviously it's not perfect, it's, you know, doesn't need to be, it's just going in the freezer. I'll just let the air out of there. And the reason I freeze it in a bag like this is because that will go in the freezer flat like this. Take it to the corners of the bag, and that's perfect for any sauce or anything that you need that just needs a little bit of cream to enrich in it, or, you know, if you're making like a tomato pasta sauce or something and you just want it to be a bit richer and a bit creamier, you just snap off a piece of this when it's broken and add it into your sauce, and you've got that creamy finish to your sauce. I've always got some frozen cream in the freezer, and yeah. So how long did that take? Probably, well, I can tell you how long it took, 5 minutes. And that can go in the freezer now, and then I'm going to go straight on and make a cake and show you that, because honestly it's so quick and easy, anybody can do it. I'll just pop this away and get reorganised. So in the same bowl that I whipped the cream in, because it really is kind of all, you know, makes no difference to this situation, I'm just going to combine the other ingredients. And because I'm making a £2 loaf cake, and do you remember this little tin I showed you before? I just need to line the bottom of that. A little cake for my next door neighbour. I'm doing 10 ounces of everything. So normally for a loaf tin I do 6. So that's 6 marge, 6 flour, 6 sugar, and 3 eggs. So this will be 5, 5. 10, 10, 10 and 5, sorry. I'm thinking of too many things at the same time. So I'm just using ordinary granulated sugar because caster sugar has got expensive, and everything's got expensive, it's ridiculous. And then the margarine going in. I used to use butter, it's got too expensive. It doesn't seem to really affect, as long as you're making, if I was making a Madeira cake, I would still use butter. But in a cake that's got other flavourings in, I don't think it's necessary. So that's the margarine and the sugar. I could do the all-in-one method, but I'm just going to mix these together. no need to go mad, just get them blended together, it's fine. And then I'm going to add 10 ounces of self-raising flour, and I have added 1 ounce of baking powder to that, just to make sure it rises nicely. And then I am going to add 5 eggs, and I'm breaking them into this bowl separately, just in case. You know, there's nothing worse, is there, than get some shell in there and it's all mixed in with all of your eggs, or even worse, you've got a bad egg. 2. There's been a terrible egg shortage in the UK because of the avian flu. Never done anything like it. Going into shops and there's no eggs, there's not too much veg, fresh veg, you know, cabbage. Oh, that's a staple. And I'm just getting used to it all really, and trying to make the best of it. So that's the eggs and flour gone in with the sugar and margarine. I'll just bring that together gently. And this is going to be lemon and sultana. So I usually just do lemon on its own, but I thought it would make a change. I think it's quite a nice combination. I just make it up as I go along, really. I was going to do apple and sultana, but the apples are a bit manky, so changed it up. But I use the same basic measurements for everything, and it works just fine. So I'm going to add some lemon zest to this. Does make a difference, gives you that little extra bit of flavour. And then I'm going to add half the juice, well, the juice of half a lemon. Oh dear, easy for you to say. And then the other half I will mix with about 1 ounce of granulated sugar and heat that up. And when the cake comes out of the oven and it's still hot, I will drizzle that over the top. So I know I'm making a mess, but it's fine. It's me clearing up. So the juice of half a lemon, lemon zest, mix that together. Make sure it's all nicely mixed through. And then sultanas. Now I would usually do this by eye, but because I'm showing you guys, let's see what it is. 2.5 ounces. Looks about right to me. Just notice there's quite a lot of lemon zest on there. So I just mix this very lightly because I don't want to kind of mush the sultanas. And that's that done. I'll pull the rest of that together with the spatula. Hattie, do you want to?
Let's just pick that up.
Right, say hello to everybody.
Hello, people of the internet.
Right, don't get that everywhere. So I'm going to cook these in the air fryer because I've had it out. It's still on the worktop. I try and use the air fryer as much as possible really, so that I don't have to put the oven on. I need to quickly cut a small circle of baking parchment for the little tin. Here's a small circle. I know you'll know this trick, I'm sure, where you just fold it into four, push it into the tin, sort of roughly into the centre. I mean, it's not precise science, and just see where that brings you. Do is just snip around the edges so that it sits up the side slightly. Like that. And then see, I mean, I've never used this little tin before, so, you know, I'm still learning what the amounts are like. This doesn't look too bad. So then to level this off, I'm just going to drop it. Yeah, it can take a little bit more. I probably could have got away with 9 ounces, but I can't. Do you want the other one, Hattie?
Yes, please. Should I put this in the sink? Thank you.
So yeah, I'll put those in the air fryer, and they'll probably take 30 minutes for this one on 175, and I don't know, it won't take too long for this little one here. What do we think? I'll try 20 minutes and I'll just see, you know, you can smell it, press the top. If it springs back, it's done. And obviously the skewer test. So I'll cook those and I'll just show you the finished article. And these are the finished articles. So that's the little round cake. It probably could have had a bit less. As I said, probably 9 of everything, or even maybe 8.5. 8 probably would have given me enough. But, you know, it's fine. I mean, he can cut that in slices. And then this one, it's still hot, actually. It's just come out of the oven. Well, the air fryer. And, yeah, so just honestly, it's quicker than going to the shops, knocking up cakes like this. And I think the chap next door will be quite chuffed that his wife was a really good cook, so I think he misses her cooking, bless him. So I hope he enjoys it. See you really soon. Bye.